Hey Spuddies, potatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Civilization 6 as Spain in the Colonial game. Gonna try to find a nice spot to get this builder on shore. My problem is, no matter or the settler rather, no matter where I go, there's a risk that there's a barb in the fog of war ready to snatch me up the same turn I land. So I'll go ahead and get this man-at-arms heading on over to protect. So that's the era over, but we do have access to the sanctuary now. We're going to have to make a new dedication. Now, I could go for Hixo Draconis again. I could also go for Heartbeat Esteem, which isn't too bad when you consider that my campus adjacency across my empire is like relatively good. We've got an 8 over here, a 5 right there, another 2 potentially right here, a 3 right there, and then I think I've got a 3 right there. So I do feel like the question is, how much benefit do I get out of settling more cities? Like, realistically, 3 extra population is nice, but I'm thinking now, Heartbeat of Steam is just really, really good. Campus is providing science adjacency being turned into production, and since I'm already playing Hermetic Order, it's already converted into gold. So I think I'm going to plug in Heartbeat of Steam. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to change my government. I'm not going to be settling quite as aggressively, so I'm going to take that out. And now I'm finally going to plug in campus adjacency, because this is now going to give me gold and production now. So I feel like those are relatively good choices I've made. Also, my capital, Madrid, has finally hit 100 production per turn, mainly thanks to these outgoing trade routes. I think I'm getting over 60 production from hitting every single one of these international trade routes. Now I'm up to 110. So my capital city is absolutely cranking out production, and I definitely want to get a theater square in here. I feel like the extra culture would be helpful. But yeah, I'm just going to let this last round of settlers finish up. I've got 2 more coming, and then that'll probably be it for me in terms of international settlements. I really do need to think about, do I want to get my seaports? Because like, if we look at what this seaport gives me in this city, if I build a seaport right now, I get 2 gold, 2 food. I don't need the housing or the citizen slots, although the citizen slots in here aren't terrible. It's like working a thingy. But I would potentially get at least 6 extra gold, plus 2 from the building itself. So that's worth like 8 to 10 gold in here. And then I would also have like another workable tile there. But let's make sure we lock in good tiles here. We lock in our best tiles, and then we let that continue to work there. So I do feel like the seaport's pretty good. It would allow me to grow the city more. Although then again, if I go for the arena, it helps make up for the fact that my culture is relatively weak. And then I could also get the zoo, which would potentially nab me a lot of amenities. I'm pretty sure this will get me at least a luxury resources worth of amenities. So maybe going for the zoo here is the move, because I am having a couple of amenity problems in the nearby area. So that's what we're going to do. Now, of course, Akaruna absolutely is going to immediately go for the sanctuary, but I think I'm going to buy those buildings. They cost about 2,000 gold to purchase, but I'm making about 1,000 gold per turn, and then that also means I can just keep letting the city work towards its alchemical society. But before I do that, I will be purchasing the amphitheater and an archaeologist in here. So probably the best thing to do in here is to maybe make builders, because I can build them efficiently and then just send them around to help other cities. We got a market in Oran, which means even more trade routes. I reckon we can stop off and get a couple of those traders in this area, while we're also still picking up more of those trade routes. Let's see, we attacked this scout with my man-at-arms, so I'm going to protect the man-at-arms from return fire with the caravel, because I'm pretty sure naval units are prioritized when they're targeted like that. All right, we have stirred the hornet's nest over here. Let's get this archer back to the city to protect. Making good progress on the railroads on my capital continent. Almost all my cities are linked up now. Just a couple more, and then I'll probably start getting some rail over here, just so I can move things around a little easier. I am kind of burning through my coal relatively quickly here, so it might be a good idea to look and see if there's any sources of coal inside my empire that I haven't approved, like over here in Cordoba. And I think Oviedo, I have that improved. Yeah, so I think if I can get that extra coal online, we should be good. So I think we agreed we would settle here, not because it's like an amazing city. Now, where exactly do I want to go? I definitely want to be able to claim those pearls. So 1, 2, 3. I would have to settle on this antiquity site, which I don't love, because then I miss out on the niter. But I think getting the luxury is more important for the monopoly. I always like to vote for range units here. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to vote down Great Admirals, because I'm the one who's earning the most. So I'm also going to vote down Great Admirals in order to just accept my fate. So I'm going to going to put a lot of points in there to try to get them voted down. And I will not care about getting the diplomatic victory points myself, but I will promote World's Fair because I'm generating a decent number of great people points, and I could generate more if I wanted to. Now, it looks like great artists were actually blocked instead of admirals, which is fine because I don't care about great artists, and Bull Moose Teddy took those 2 victory points. World's Fair also passed with flying colors, and we also now have economics. This is a bunch of stuff we have to update on this turn. I'm curious to see how we do here. I kind of don't really care that much about this competition. I would say silver or better is perfect for me. If I can bring home the gold, I'm happy though. Speaking of great admirals, gain 500 gold, plundering sea trade routes is better. Yeah, I think I just grab him, and I'm going to immediately trigger him for the extra gold. So I've sent all of the trade routes I can to my own cities sort of semi-internationally. My question is, which city needs a little bit of love? Toledo is up to 25 production, Cadiz is up to 38, Cartagena is up to 34, Zaragoza is at 60, Seville is at 45, Bilbao is at 30. So I reckon I could slap a trade route up here to Toledo and send it internationally just to get a little, or intercontinentally, to get a little bit of an extra juice out of it. Gotta prioritize those alchemical societies wherever they're available. They're super high value right now for me. I also unlock the ability to make corporations, but I need at least 3 of a resource here. So I'll go ahead and buy this gypsum, and I suppose I'll also buy a builder here to get that online because I would like that. I'm pretty sure I had another great merchant laying around somewhere that I planned to turn into a corporation. Unless I'm crazy, am I misremembering? Ah, yeah, he was over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and build the Turtle Corporation in Cadiz. And this will be the totally ethical Turtle Meat Corporation. Alright, there's a totally ethical turtle meat corporation, which naturally makes our people smarter because the turtles taste so damn good that it just activates your brain. So I am going to settle on this antiquity site, and I don't normally like doing that, and I'll also prioritize getting the pearls online. Mega Colossal Eruption. I was not expecting this volcano to erupt. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. We got our granary in Cartagena, or I can't remember what I actually did in here. Oh right, I think I bought a builder. So we got that quarry online, and now we can use this guy to make the Gypsum Corporation. Wait, I didn't get to rename my... I misclicked as I was trying to rename it. God damn it. I'm not reloading the turn. I'm not doing it. Now, I think a seaport in here isn't very good, although it would help with the surplus food problem that we're having. The city is a little bit light on food because it's heavily working its campus. So it actually might not be a bad idea to get the seaport in here to grow the city just a smidge. I mean, it's an extra 2 food. It's 8 turns in production for 2 food, whereas I could also just like buy this tile and put a farm there and force work it. Did I want a 3rd district in here? I mean, like a water park isn't the worst thing in the world. There's a pretty decent industrial zone here though, which would translate quite nicely into some late game stuff. But I think I get my seaport in here to keep this city growing. But I will, for the sake of it, I will throw down the industrial zone. God, I love the power of railroads. The settlers like stonking their way around my empire. Place or build the canal? Do we build the canal now, or do we go for the coal power plant? The city is unpowered, so maybe it would be a good idea to power it. Yeah, I'm gonna power this city. I think we have a ton of coal, so I think a little bit of coal power here or there makes sense. Here or there. So you're hitting up against a growth limit here. I'm still going to send this trade route to the capital because it's 7 food, 5 production. Whereas if you compare the international sort of cross-continent ones, they're only like 1 food, 6 production. So I lose out on 1 production and like 6 gold, but I pick up an extra 6 food, which means I can force grow this city to its 3rd district. Plus, I never even got a granary in here, so I may as well do that. Just let the city continue to grow, because the more tiles the city can work, the stronger its production will be. We got the arena in Zaragoza, zoo time to take care of the amenity issues we have in the area. Nice. We got our alchemical society in this city too. They are really trying to loyalty flip this or something. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to make relics. So look, this city is mostly working coastal tiles, so I feel like a seaport in here is actually a huge amount of gold. Finally commit to Vigo, purchase my archaeological museum, and then the next purchase is the archaeologist. Because I need to get rid of a couple of these antiquity sites, like that one right there needs to go, that one right there needs to go, and then I don't remember if there's any more in my way, but I know those 2 need to be gotten rid of. And my spy in the Congo did successfully steal, but he was caught and had to escape. I got some loyalty issues in the New World. Well, not loyalty, but like amenity issues. It's not causing me any loyalty issues yet, but it's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind as I move forward. It's a really good area over here for oranges, really good island over here for turtles. Also want that tea. I still have a good few more cities to settle. I may go ahead and see if I can grab these truffles actually, because that's 2 copies of truffles. Boom, farm triangle. This city will have a much easier time growing now. Just make it do that. Got the Alchemical Society in Madrid. Not sure what to do next in here. I could build up my bit of a culture industry here. The influence doesn't. I guess these envoys have been like a total waste this game. Feels bad, man. Oh right, I could create new projects. I could create the Gypsum Corporation. Yeah. That's certainly a thing we could do. I think I'm gonna go for build up my culture a little bit of extra late game culture. Never hurt nobody. And now that I have the potential for these goods to be produced, I think it would be a good idea to go for seaports as well. Do I have the faith to purchase another great merchant? Not for a while. So we have our campus, we have our harbor, we have an entertainment complex that's hitting, if I remember correctly, these 4 cities. What else do I build? Honestly, probably just get a builder or 2 over here, clean up some of these tiles, lay down some forest. I don't remember building Beowulf. I barely remember doing it, but hey, I got Beowulf. All right, probably a good idea to get more power. More power, please. Do I send this trade route to Madrid? Nah. I mean, it is a really good trade route, though. Might have been a waste, but whatever. Oh dear, that's some infantry right there. Well, let's make sure we get rid of that outpost. Oh, baby. Someone's got infantry. Recommended trade route. Sell off 3 luxuries for 29 gold per turn. Done. Recommended, yeah. 1 gold per turn. That doesn't seem very good. I mean, I guess it's what I can get. No one wants to buy iron. No one wants to buy horses. People do want to buy my coal. People do want to buy my niter. I'll sell off whatever I have. Chop here to finish that harbor. Boom. Lighthouse. All right, it's going to be a little bit of cleanup on this island required. All right, little old man-at-arms. You take a lot of damage here. I reckon we take the battle cry promotion so you can one-shot these horse archers, and I reckon we go for archaeological museums. That lets us turn our production into culture. That's the advantage of archaeological museums over art museums. Art museums are more of like a passive thing. If you went for theater squares early, you can pick up those great artists, but when we're looking to pick up culture in the late game and we have the production to do it, we should totally go for archaeological museums. Now I would like to create Turtle Corporation products as well. Those are really, really good, but I need somewhere to store them first, and this city's actually working a decent amount of coastline, so I think it's absolutely worth it to get the seaport in here. Beowulf, go ahead and yeet that lad. Settler, get underneath Beowulf. Where's our luxuries over here? All right, so there's only a copy of pearls we can grab. Unfortunately, we can't settle there to grab both, but we can get the pearls relatively easily and quickly. First great work, and the nice thing about great works actually extraction 2 is it does give you a decent amount of era score to do it. There's replaceable parts, making our farms better and giving us access to infantry and food markets. But more importantly, I have the gold now to come in here and buy myself my first sanctuary. Oh, look at these bad boys. That's an extra 2 food, or 2 production, 2 gold, and 2 science on the Gobustan on 2 of its tiles. See, the aquarium hits within 9 tiles, so that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this aquarium would hit 3 cities, so that's worth 3 amenities. That's pretty good for 9 turns of production. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Ah, damn, I didn't see this barbarian in the fog of war, and I got my settler captured. I'll need to mount a rescue mission if I can. We got our archaeological museum in the capital. Let's get the archaeologist. We want that culture. Otherwise, we're just doing pretty standard stuff, making sure we're improving our tiles, getting our key campus district, stuff like that. All right, make it about, yeah, I think we're gonna win the World's Fair. We're making a ton of great people thanks to our massive harbor-based empire, and our capital has finally hit 15 population, which is, you know, a pretty big milestone because it even triggered a historic moment. We got our zoo in Zaragoza, and while it didn't eliminate the amenity problem, it did alleviate the amenity problem, particularly in Madrid or in Zaragoza itself. I do want to get this city to 10 population because I want that theater square. So I'm going to grab myself the granary and the seaport to try to force the city to get a little bit more growth. Let's buy our second sanctuary here. Skadoosh. Oh man, look at this Gobustan tile. I just need 1 more sanctuary and every single one of them will look like this. I mean, this is so good. It's like you could post this to the Civ 6 subreddit and I guarantee it would get like 1,000 upvotes. Let's yeet that Highlander because I want to just slowly walk my city over to here. Didn't I have 2 settlers here? One's in the city. I had 1 down here. Okay, there it is. All right. I feel like I had more settlers. Did I mess up? I feel like I had 2 settlers here, a settler here, and a settler down here. One of my settlers has disappeared and I don't like it. All right, let's start making some gypsum. Gypsum products. We can move those around. In particular, we could put them in some of these capital continent cities to make them a little bit more productive when they're building their buildings. Now, I think the plan this game is to go for communism because we want that 10% science and the collectivization policy card. 2,670 gold to recover my captured settler. God damn it. I might be able to steal it back with a privateer. We'll have a look around, see what we can do. Boom, we got the seaport in Cartagena. What else could we make use of? I reckon spies are pretty handy actually this game, so let's make sure we're not like hardcore prioritizing them, but we definitely don't want to neglect our spies. Ooh, I think I can steal them back. Yoink. All right, we got our settler back at the very least. You know, not everything is terrible. You know what? I'm a little bit worried about Vietnam's culture victory, because if we come in here and we check, she's already like a quarter of the way there, and culture only ever gets stronger. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the L on this one, spend the faith, and steal that great scientist. I definitely want to get a water park somewhere in this area, maybe in Seville. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because this aquarium down here misses all of these cities. Whereas if I got one in like Seville, like right there, I'm pretty sure that would hit the rest of my empire with what we need. So I'm gonna buy 2 traders in here to get the city growing a little bit more, and then I'm gonna come over here to Murcia, where I'm recruiting Mulan. Immediately by the sanctuary, and bada bing, bada boom. Now that is a Gobustan. Look at that, dude, okay? We're getting 5 production, 4 science, 4 food, 4 gold, 4 faith, and 7 culture per tile. Oh, it's gross. It's disgusting, and I love it. These are perverse tile yields. You know what? Those of you watching, I'm going to take a screenshot of it right now and post it to the subreddit. You can go check. You may have been browsing the subreddit. You might have been like, I wonder if Potato's going to be doing a series on this. Well, you were right. I did. Bilbao is now officially powered by electricity. And that means my entire capital continent, with the exception of Cadiz, is powered. I'll probably want to power this using coastal power. And it would be a good idea to get this city to grow, which the issue we have right now is a lack of food. So we'll have to try and sort that problem out somehow. I reckon the shipyard and seaport actually are the things to help with that, because the shipyard is +1 food, seaport is +2 food. Bingo bango, that'll help the city grow. I do really want to build my canal though. Yeah, let's do the satisfying thing. Never mind, growing the city is a secondary objective. The main objective is to build meme districts. We got the zoo coming online here alongside the aquarium to help out with amenities. Because if we check our empires here, right, we got amenity problems. Basically every city is displeased right now. To be fair, only being displeased is pretty damn good considering the amount of cities we have. I got a bunch of excess coal. Who wants to buy? All right, a couple of boys want to buy a little bit of coal. A little bit of extra money. I don't think... What about niter? Anyone want niter? You're not offering me enough money. Sorry, buddy. All right, let's get open borders with everyone. I like being able to just kind of have better relationships. All right, so now over here is powered as well, although it does just barely miss Vigo and A Coruña. Vigo will power itself. Barcelona will have to use coastal power. What's going to be my 3rd district in here? I think it'll be a campus, right? Yeah, campus right there on that. So if I buy that tile, all right, campus takes 5 turns. I immediately just harvest that. Boom, campus takes 3 turns. Easy peasy, extra science. I'm working a lot of coastal tiles though, so maybe I'll just do a seaport in here instead. There is chemistry. We actually just got it from clearing out that barb camp here, and I wasn't expecting it, so I wasn't talking, so whatever. The footage is lost to mankind, so it's about time we get our research labs up. Let's have a look at the science victory. Let's see where we stand. We're bottom of the barrel. We have 39 text researched at 300 science per turn. She's at 53 text research with 352 science per turn. However, I have a big advantage, namely I just unlocked research labs, and I'm 2 turns away from getting cultural heritage, which is going to give me +2 science on every single one of the missions I've built on the new world. And I'm not done building them. We ain't done yet, baby. So now that we have the research lab, I'm gonna go ahead and clear up a lot of these 1-turn technologies right now. And that's purely just because, you know, like you can't research more than 2 technologies in a turn. So if I clear those up now, I don't have to research them later and, you know, overflow even more tech. Ooh, I actually would really like Nikola Tesla. Let me check. What great engineers have actually gone right now? Huh. Now, if I were to do that in this city, 1, 2, 3, I could actually power, if I get Nikola Tesla, I could power Cadiz from Seville. And it would also mean I could actually power this entire northern section of my continent, because I'll have 2 charges of him with this power plant, and even power Manila. Wow, yeah, okay, so I definitely want Nikola Tesla. There's huge potential for powering my cities here with him. I hope you're ready for it. Boom. Right, we just picked up a bunch of stuff. Castles, cultural heritage. Now, cultural heritage is the important one. All right. Oh, wow, we also got growth chemicals. But now look at all of these missions, dude. That is 2 science per mission. We're up to 356 science. We are now officially the science per turn tech leader. Sure enough, Vietnam is launching the Earth satellite. But I reckon now, if I play my cards right, I can catch up to her pretty quick. So it was a big expense to rush cultural heritage. We're going to immediately head towards class struggle, because we missed out on so many civics back here. But we also got a new copy of gypsum, which we could probably shunt around somewhere that it's needed. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw it into Zaragoza, but that has to finish its seaport first. So for now, I could just sit in my capital and we'll build that research lab super fast. But yeah, we're making nearly 56 science per turn just from this. And now what this means is, in the new world, every single builder charge is worth 2 science per turn. Like, really think about how insane that is. Where else are you ever going to get value like that, except maybe playing Sumeria and you're placing your ziggurats right beside water. Like, now I'm not even sure if it's worth it to build mines over here. Should I not just throw down more and more missions? All right, Mary Leakey, we're going to use her over here in Vigo, because we have 3 artifacts in Vigo, which means this will be worth about 1,000 science, and all of our artifacts will generate a little bit of extra tourism. Not a huge, insane, ridiculous amount, but like 9 tourism per artifact as a baseline when we have a few. Not too bad. We're not really aiming to get culturally dominant over anyone, but there are benefits to being culturally dominant over people. If I remember correctly now, there's like, it improves your trade routes with them or something. Here's an update on the Colonial Railroad as well. We've got Barcelona and Salamanca connected. We've got the connection from Corunna to Vigo going. I definitely need another great merchant to get the Citrus Corporation up. I can pick up 3 unique luxuries in a single city here. Is that a little bit overkill? It's probably a little bit overkill. I may just step to the right here, grab the wine, and then maybe let another city pick these up, because there's actually a really, really damn good campus in there. We have access to the Enlightenment now, but rationalism is only worth 13 science. I'd rather keep serfdom, naval infrastructure, and natural philosophy plugged in. There is arguments to be made for things like liberalism, and then maybe even a few of these other cards. Like, I would love to have triangular trade plugged in, but that would pretty much require me to build Big Ben. And, you know, probably someone else has already built it, so unlikely I'm going to get that. I try not to base my strategy around wonders too much. Wonders, to me, I try to keep them as like a way to like spice up my game, rather than like a way to, you know, make my strategy stronger. So I think it's time we started researching this Spaceport so we can start building it in our capital. But in just this episode alone, we've already jumped up quite a few places in the science rankings, and we are now tech lead for science per turn. Battery U is ahead on the science race, but I feel like I can catch up pretty damn quick. Remember, the most important thing isn't like who gets Earth satellite first or who launches the moon landing. It's all about getting to that late game exoplanet expedition. And if I'm picking up these techs in 1 turn, that's actually giving me an advantage. Although that said, spaceports are pretty expensive, so maybe it would be good to pick them up now. Boom, let's chop that gypsum into Zaragoza so we can build its seaport a couple turns sooner, I hope. Or not seaport, sorry, the research lab. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be starting the space race next episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!